Welcome to the Math Planet, your fast math guide. Today we will explain one of the strategies to subtract within 100. The title for today's lesson is Add Up to Subtract on an Open Number Line. Hello everyone! In today's lesson we will be subtracting within 100 and we will be adding up to subtract using an open number line. So how can we find the answer for this equation? If I want to add up to subtract using the open number line, I need to start at the lesser number and go forward and add the greater number in the subtraction equation. So I will start at the lesser number, which is the part, and stop at the greater number, which is the whole. So the steps to solve any subtraction equation using adding up strategy is to mark the start point at part 1, to mark the end point at the whole, and then we will be counting on by adding tens and then ones to get from the start to the end point. The number of steps from start to end point will be the answer or the difference. In order to find the answer for this subtraction equation, I will start at the lesser number, which is 35, and end at the greater number, which is 50. So my start point on the number line will be 35 and my end point is 50. First, I will try to add tens. If I add one 10, I will reach at 45. If I try to add one more 10, I will reach at 55, which is greater than my destination. So I will not add any more tens. Instead, I will be adding ones. If I add 5 ones, I will reach to 50. So I needed to add 1 10 and 5 ones to get from the start to the end points, and the difference or the answer for this equation is 15. Let's try to solve one more example. To find 76 minus 24, I will start at 24 and end at 76. So I will mark 24 at the beginning of the open number line and mark 76 at the end of the number line. I will be adding tens first. If I add one 10, I will reach at 34. Then I will add one more 10 to reach at 44. Then I will add one more 10 to reach at 54. Then another 10 to reach at 64. And one last 10 to reach at 74. Can I add more 10s? If I try to add one more 10, I will reach at 84, which is greater than my destination point. So I cannot add any more 10s. Instead, I will be adding ones. If I add 2 ones, I will reach at my destination point. So I needed to add 5 10s and 2 ones to reach from the start to the end point. So the difference or the answer is 52. Now, can you help me to solve this last example? To find 43 minus 17, I will start at 17 and end at 43. So my start point will be at the beginning of the number line on number 17 and my end point will be at 43. I will add one 10 to reach to 27. Then I will add one more 10 to reach at 37. If I add an extra 10, I will reach at 47, which is greater than my destination point. So I cannot add any more 10s. So I will add only ones. If I add 3 ones, I will reach at 40. Then I will add 3 more ones to reach at my destination point at 43. So, in order to solve this equation, I needed to add 2 10s and 6 ones, so the difference is 26. To sum up today's lesson, today we learned how to perform subtraction by adding up using an open number line. In order to do so, I mark my start point at the lesser number in the subtraction equation and mark my end point at the greater number in the subtraction equation. Then keep adding tens and ones. The number of steps I take to move from the start to end points will be the difference. We're done for today's lesson. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos. See you later. Bye.